Ah, hello everyone, and welcome to Minecraft. The last embers of my creativity are leaving me in the quarantine that's happening, so I decided a good way to get through that would be to show off what I was doing back when I had any. So we're jumping into my own personal server. I'm gonna give you the world tour. Now, this server has existed for, I think, about 8 months, but, oh, well, there he is. Turns out we've got a sandwich on here. Yeah, it's existed for about 8 months. We had about a 2-month downtime, and we've been back in it for about another month. All of it has been made in survival mode. I'm in creative now just to make giving the tour easier. But yeah, we're just gonna go around, see all the things that people have made. And the link to this server, it's not up all of the time, but I put it up whenever I'm using the service Adress, link to them in the description, but also I will put up the IP address for this server in the description. So if you want to play, keep an eye out there, and whenever it's up, you're welcome to join. The only rules are don't blow up anyone else's stuff, and don't steal from other people. That's really it. Other than here, come on, build whatever you want, have a good time. It's a fully capitalist server. That's the gimmick we went for. So we're gonna go through all the shops, and then we're gonna look at everyone's house, and it'll be a good time. So first off, we've got the iron store. This is Sandwich's store. It's the most lackluster of the stores, but it's useful. There's iron. Yeah. This is our resident bookstore / library, made by my other editor. He is in the other Minecraft video that is either out or coming out soon. I'm not really sure on the timelines, but we'll see. It's just kind of pixel art of a lectern. It's not fully completed up here, I don't think, but it's nice. You come in here, it's got all the stuff and the prices. This is one of the things I'm most proud of. This is my soda stand. The first one is free, so come on down and try it. You just hit one of the buttons and you get a soda. Let's see, what do we want? Let's have one of the green apples. And it just spits it out. And there you go. We're gonna come over here. This is my end shop. It's got ender pearls and the shulker boxes. They're not here right now. They're in the end because they need to be resupplied, but they are also for sale. And then the elytra. They're very hard to get, so they're very expensive, but they're also very useful. Now this is our newest store. This is the fortune cookie shop, I guess. Let's actually give it a go. Let's see. This is my house. We'll see more of it here in a minute. But first, I'm going to grab some diamonds. Ah! That's fine. Just keep them on me. Come on, pick them up. There we go. And we will get ourselves a fortune cookie. So here we go. The way it works, you just put 2 in here. Sandwich is a bit of a redstone expert, so he's much better at making stuff like that. So you just put your diamonds in, and out comes the cookie. And this is my fortune. This cookie will self-destruct in F. Interesting. Alright. This is Liz the Thing Doer's thing-doing emporium. We'll do things for pay. It's basically a manual labor service. This is the wool shop, made by Steven. You just open it. It's really well made. At least the door mechanism is. It took him a long time to make that. You can just buy wool in here. It's cool. It's nice. This, I'm not really sure what this is. This is, I guess, a work in progress. And this is the Riverside Stable. They sell horse armor, saddles, and that is it. So yeah. And then the last thing over here is the courthouse. It's a work in progress, but it's for anyone who breaks the law. It's a nice open space. It's not done yet, but they're working on it. Alright, and now we can get to the house tour part of it. So we'll have a look through Steven's house first. This is Steven's house. He's got, looks nice. He's going for a in the mansion sort of feel. He's got his little chicken farm. Sorts of nice things in here. The stone cutter. His little magic room. It's cool. It's cool. And here's his entrance for something that we'll see soon. And his farm. Ooh, his farm got nicer. This is really cool. I like this a lot, actually. And that is Steven's house. This used to be, I'll just use their gamer tags because I don't know if they want their names out there. This used to be Good Pal Pete's house, but now I have purchased the land rights, and it will eventually be another store. I'm not sure what yet. This is his is really just his name. So this is another one of my friends, the tree house. So it has been dubbed. It's got its own little sort of moat that's not done. You come up here. It's all nice and tree themed. This is actually his second base, and his first base is off somewhere. He abandoned it because it was too far away from the town. This is a work in progress by Azure Nova. I imagine it's going to be a big lifted house. It's going to be super cool. I really don't know what this is. I think it caught the wrong end of a creeper, but I'm not sure. Over here, we have, I'm not sure what their username is. This is our noob friend's house. It's got the interesting 2-door setup. Very creative, very cool. This is Good Pal Pete's new house. Her old house over here has now become the chicken farm. And this is the mine. It's a farm supply for her store that is way out here. It hasn't had any business yet, but this is Pete's Sweet Treats, now with meats. They sell assorted baked goods and also meat. The cake is not for sale as it's the first thing there, but yeah, it's cool. And also her entrance. This is Hydro Reptiles farm and house. It's a cozy little 2-floor house. Nice andesite floor. Interesting choice. I haven't been in here in a while. Alright, so we got the bed, we got here, we got this little secret exit that doesn't lead anywhere. But it's neat. Yes. And then we've got the attic. A lot of birch trap doors. It's nice. It's a nice place. And then out here is the stable. I believe Hydro offers... if I could get out of the... Okay, apparently you can't get out that way. Oh my god. I'm having so much trouble just walking around. He offers donkey rides. This is Jack the donkey. It's 10 iron bars for a donkey ride. Normally I don't do any commands, but we're gonna time set today just so we don't have to deal with any creepers. We're coming on over here. This is LED Light's house. She's the other noob that we have, but it's nice. It's very cozy and compact. It's got the storage basement. Isn't quite done, but it's got some good stuff in here. I believe she's going to be a florist, as you can see by all the flowers back here. And this is her dog, Gamer. Yeah. Yes, a nice flower garden out here. This is a monument to my greatest failure. I decided it'd be neat to just have a giant nether portal out here, and so I went out, and I got 4 stacks of obsidian, and I built a 64 by 64 frame for a nether portal. And then it didn't work. And that was when I learned that the build limit for nether portals is 23 by 23. So I just leave this here to remind people that I am consistently a screw-up. This is the rest of LED Light's house, the farm. And then this, I'm not really sure what this is. It was supposed to be something, I believe, made as a part of this base. This is William's base. He was in, you know him. He's in some of the videos. He was in our D&D thing over on Sandwich's channel. Link in the description. Go check it out. It's a good time. This is his base. He went for a sort of castle feel. Super cool. Super nice. I'm very jealous of it. This is the house of the Thing Doer. It's nice. It's got some stuff. The interesting design. The bed up here. And then I believe there's an expansion being made over here. But this might be someone else's. I'm not sure. I'm going to check it out in here. Take this off. So we got a nice natural chicken farm up here. And down here we've got the rest of the farm. Some wheat, some potatoes, some carrots. All well and good. And then something up here. Not quite finished. To be seen in the future. Very exciting. Very good. I believe there's another house off here somewhere. I'm not really sure. Ah, here it is. This is our third noob. It's very small. There's not a lot going on in here. She has not been on for very long. Alright, so now we're gonna address the elephant in the room. Well, first let's have a look at my house. I'll give you the tour of my house, and then we'll move on. So this is my house. It's the mansion on a mountain that I went for. I've got a lot of animals. This is my ghost horse, Jeffrey. My regular horse, Gnelf. This is Chips. And then over here are the two cats that I haven't named yet. Leave a comment. Leave a comment on what their names should be. Whichever one gets the most likes is what I will name them. And then we go down here to the storage room. You caught a brief glimpse of this earlier. I can go back in there. This is something, the chicken. So the story behind him is I had a chicken farm similar to Steven's down there, and one of them managed to not only get out of the farm, which was about here, but get out of the farm, run out of the house entirely, and start running down the mountain. So what I did was I put him in here, and there was originally another block here, and he just lived in here until I could find a name tag. And I couldn't figure out what to name him until I realized that him getting all the way out of there with me constantly swinging a sword at him and not getting hit was really something. So I named him something. And now he lives in my storage room. And these are the rest of my animals. This is NyQuil. He had a brother, Dayquil, who tragically gave his life trying to defend his brother from a skeleton who was afterwards mercilessly destroyed. This is Smokey and Gravy. And that's most of my animals. And you've seen the storage room, which is down here. It's nice. This took a lot longer to build than probably looks like. The glowstone was annoying to get. And then if we come down here, we've got my enchanting room. It's nice. It's quartz. It needs an upgrade. It's too small, but it's a good start. What was that? Did someone put a hole in my... Okay, that needs to be patched. Let's deal with that in a minute. And then over here we have my Elytra launch tower. So it's a natural water elevator. Shoots you all the way up. As long as you're not flying, I guess. And it just launches you up to the top. And the bubbles make it so that you can breathe even if you're in survival mode. And then you come up here, and you can just dive off and fly with the Elytra. It's nice. Normally, this impact would kill you, but I'm in creative mode. And then, over here, we've got my assortment of farms. We've got the wheat farm, the classic staple, the potatoes and the carrots. We've got my my undead horses, the extra ones. These are for sale, although I'm not quite sure what the prices are yet. We've got my my piggies, some sheeps, and the cows. And then over here, we've got the lack of cocoa beans. Okay, that's something to be addressed later. This is my one jungle tree. And then the thing that one of the things that I'm really proud of, I will have to break a couple blocks, is down here. Now this is what used to be called the blood pits. We called it that because until very recently, it was pitch dark down here, and there were so many mobs all of the time. This will eventually be what might be the world's biggest netherwart farm. I have nothing to back that up. I just think it's enormous. It's 8,154 blocks worth of soul sand, all gathered naturally right here in the chests. That was a project and a half. And now for the thing that I'm most proud of, my pool. So we've got all the rules over here. No running, have fun, the like. We've got the locker room in here, because there's no weapons or armor allowed, so you can rent lockers. And then, I really like this mechanism. It's not mine. Sandwich is the one that came up with this, but you come in here, and then we've got the pool key. You put the pool key in there, you hit the button, it takes a second, but the door opens. I'm going to take off the boots, and then you just grab your key back out of here, and the door closes. It's a really cool mechanism. I'm not super clear on how it works, but he figured it out for me. And then just to make it all symmetrical, I made another one over here that doesn't function. And then we've got our lifeguards, Rice and Beads, my other two dogs. And we've got the pool proper in here for your swimming pleasure. This is the swim with the fishes experience. You can come in here and swim with all sorts of fish. There's salmon, there's tropical fish. There should be a puffer fish in here somewhere. Yep, there he is. And it seems my sea turtles have escaped again, so I'll have to deal with that later. We've got the lounge chairs. We've got the nice diving boards. Those are nice. And up here, we have the high dive. Woo! You just splash right in. It's a good time. Over here's the exit, and this is the other part, the Smokin' Coals Bar and Grill. It offers an assortment of drinks and food items, and I'm just really proud of it. I think it looks nice. It took a lot of time to get all the terracotta and the obsidian, but I think it's cool. All in all, a nice little thing. And it's got one little extra part that we'll see if we can get some customers on here in a minute. But first, we're gonna go check in with Sandwich. Oh. Hey, Sandwich, how you doing? Ah. Suppose he's out on a mining trip of sorts. Yeah, we'll just explore his base. So this is the Sandwich base. It's all underground and bunker themed. It's super cool. This is the sugarcane farm that I'm not sure if it works anymore. This is part of an iron farm that you'll see here in a minute. It's how he supplies his iron store. This is his main room. He's got his little his other farms down here, melons and pumpkins and I think kelp. So that's cool. Over here is part of his storage system. I'll show you the rest here in a minute. This is his little secret area, the biodome. He's super proud of this. I think it's super cool. You just come in here, the gate, and make sure to close it behind you, and here it is. It's a little biosphere. Simulated clouds, trees, eggs. There's some animals in here. We got Peter the pig. We have Todd the fish, and I think there's a chicken in here. Yes. Kim the chicken. So it's a nice little spot. It's all lit up with end rods. It's super cool. We're coming in here. He's down here. He's got his enchanting room. which is nice. He's got his horse Johnny, super cool. He's got his super secret farm. This is his nether farm. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the inside of his gunpowder farm. Also with spiders, sometimes. It's very interesting, very neat. So that's it for this part of his base. But if you come up from under the ground... Am I flying? What's happening? You will see a couple of other things. So you're up here. This is the top of the gunpowder farm. You stand up here. And that apparently optimizes the spawns. I don't know. It's all lit up, as you can see. This is the iron farm. And up here are two things. First off, there's his villager ring. We'll start here. This is the iron farm. So the way it works is there's villagers over here. There's villagers over here. And they have beds to make more if something goes wrong. And then there's a zombie in here. So the zombie scares the villagers, which makes them start generating iron golems right here, because it's the only place with blocks for them to spawn in on. Because this is technically an artificial village, so they can spawn those in. And then it drops the iron golems down here into this lava pit. We're safe, but they are not, as they are 3 blocks tall. So they're just down here, and then they burn, and they drop the iron into here, and it goes down into the place that you saw earlier. All in all, a very neat design. Above that is his village farm. I think he calls it the Sky Farm, but I'm not sure about that. There's just an absurd amount of villagers in here. Most of them are toolsmiths. There's some farmers. This is where more are made, and this is the carrots that power it. This guy brings them in here, gives them to them, and they start having kids. And apparently it also fills this up with carrots. So it's also a carrot farm. All in all, very useful and very aesthetically pleasing. And this is the Iron Cross. I don't know if it's going to keep that name, but for now that's what it is. It's super cool. It's just kind of a sky base. You come in here, there's the landing pad. He's got all his mob drops over here. There's the end chest. Get easier access to stuff. I thought he had, like... He used to have his, like, ores up here, too. I don't know what happened. And then, I'm in creative, so I can just fly out. But you can only get in or out with an elytra. So that's cool. This is D-Dog's work-in-progress house. It's kind of empty right now, but it looks nice. His pet spider, Gamer. And this is the superhighway. The way this works. So you grab a boat, you place it on the ice. Okay. Don't do whatever just happened there. Place it on. Come back here, boat. And then you just boat over here. It's very fast. You crash into here. You break your boat. Put it back in here. There you go. And that spits you right back out by the iron farm. So yeah, that's most of the world. The only other thing I have left is this crazy structure here. So the way that works, it's clearly a minecart track, so I'm just gonna grab a minecart here, and then we will show you how this works. Come over here. We'll do it from the most far out house. They're all Nair houses. And it just goes along. It's a nice path. It's got some powered rails. It keeps it going, moving nice and quick. There's Jack in the house, so he gets on from there. They get on from their respective spots and drop into here. We turn, drop down to this one. The treehouse drops onto here. There's Steven's base. It drops onto here. And then it comes up here. There's William's base, and it drops up to there. So they all kind of coalesce into this one spot. go down and to the left. And here we are, at the Smokin' Coals Bar and Grill drive-thru. Usually there'll be someone here. If not, you can ring the bell, get their attention. And once you've paid and got your food, you just hit this button, and off you go. The best part is, this can be extended for whenever new players join and make a house. And then you finish off right down here. Thanks and enjoy your meal. Please come again. So there you go. That is the world tour of the Wobblehawk capitalist Minecraft server. So thanks again to Adress for being such a useful service. If anyone would like to join me and play, the server link is down in the description below. So is the link to our D&D things, just because I mentioned that. And yeah, I hope to see you in here and steal all your money. Bye, guys. Caw-caw!